Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic related to Claude AI in Excel series, where we will learn how to remove extra spaces and special character from text using Claude AI web interface. Okay, so this is very important task, especially when you are working with data cleaning process. So if you want to clean your data and there are some text which contains some extra spaces or irregular spaces along with some special characters, so in that case you can utilize this prompt which I'm going to tell you just after a few minutes, that you can use in order to perform your task. Okay, so today we will be covering how to remove extra spaces and special characters from text in Excel using Claude AI. Okay, but before we proceed further with this session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released session first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow it sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to use Claude AI to clean your data. Okay, but prior to that there are some sessions that we already covered, so you can refer that. And for that you can also refer the Sharmit digital course book, which is freely available in the description box. There you will find more than 3,500 plus sessions available in both Hindi as well as English language. So without any language barrier, you can consume the content. Okay. Alright, so let's get started. Here you can see, to demonstrate this example, I have prepared some raw data names. Okay, so these names have some extra spaces. You can see spaces are in the beginning, in the middle extra spaces are there, right side also there, right? Similarly, this name contains double hash symbol, right? Some name contain @ underscore asterisk, right? So it's a irregular data and we need a consistent data. So to clean this data, what we will do, we will simply run one prompt. That prompt will help us to clean the data. Now to run the prompt or to execute the prompt, we have two ways. One, using the Claude paid version. So if you have already purchased Claude paid version and if it is integrated in your Excel, so you can directly use the prompt there. And in this case, like, there is no need to do the copy paste from Claude to Excel, because it is integrated in your system, right? But when you are using, and I'm assuming that most of us have not purchased yet this Claude paid version, so in that case we can use this prompt directly to web interface, and whatever output we will get from there, we will just paste it here in the Excel. So that's a bit of manual effort is needed in case of web interface, because we are not paying for it, correct? Alright, but don't worry, like, prompt will work in both scenarios. You just need to tweak a few things that I will tell you how to tweak it. Okay. Alright, so now see, we have data, we got the requirement. Now we will write a detailed prompt, because writing a detailed prompt is very important. You can write the prompt in a very short way also, like clean up this data, but there are chances of errors. But today we will try to provide all the necessary information so that there would be very less number of chances in terms of errors. Okay, so let's click on my second tab. Here I will show you the prompt. So firstly, what I'm specifying here, that act as a Microsoft Excel expert and perform the following task. Okay, what task I want to perform? So firstly, I'm assigning the role to my AI model that you have to act as a Microsoft Excel expert who knows Microsoft, right? Then I'm telling what I have and what I want. So there I will mention, hi, I have a column in Excel with names that contains extra spaces and special character. Write an Excel formula using trim and clean functions to fix all the name. Okay, so this is my overall requirement. Now after that, what I have mentioned, there are some rules, and these rules are very important. Okay, that's why, like, we are specifying these rules, because these are very important rule, and it will make sure that whatever we are writing here, it will provide you the 100% output from it. Okay, correct output, not output but correct output also. So first rule says remove all the leading and trailing spaces from the name. So my first requirement is that I want to remove first space, means spaces from the leading place or beginning, and spaces from the trailing spaces, that means end spaces. So these two things I want to perform. Second, remove all the extra spaces between words. Okay, so if there is any extra spaces between two words, then we have to remove it and only keep a single space between the first and last name. Okay, so we just need to mention single space. Rest of the extra spaces will be removed, even if it is in between the words. Third point says remove all special characters like hash, @ dollar, underscore, right? So if there are any special characters in between the words, just clear it, just remove it. Okay. Fourth point says keep only the alphabets and single spaces in the output. Okay, so I am just interested in alphabet in output. Okay, and single spaces. Fifth rule says formula must use trim and clean function. Okay, so if you want formula also, so this prompt will do our task. Also it will provide us the formula, so that if you want to learn it or if you want to refer it what formula we have applied, so that it will also provide. Okay, so that's why I specified formula use the trim and clean function. If trim and clean function are not enough, in that case combine with substitute function to remove the special character. So we have just advised, like if it is not working, although AI will do all these things by their own, but this is just a way to provide the prompt. So I'm explaining it, that if trim and clean are not enough, then in that case combine with substitute function to remove the special characters. Seventh rule says formula should work for any name in column A starting from A2. Okay, so this is just a line if you want to if you want to deal with formulas. Okay, and then output must have exactly one column with only clean name. Then we have sample data, so this is my data, and after that I have this some important other 3 lines which says written the following: the final Excel formula that handles all the special character and spaces, a brief explanation of what each function in the formula does, and the clean output for each name for the data above. And we are providing the data. As I mentioned, if you are using the Claude paid version, then there is no need to provide the data because it will directly refer from your Excel. But if you are using it on web interface, then yes, you need to provide the data, and then output you can paste it in the Excel. Then last 2 lines says written values 1 per line, values separated by tab, no files, no extra space, output. Okay, and here we have note: put the output inside a code block so tabs are preserved when copying. This is very important line because we want to paste it back to the Excel, so always make sure that it provides code in block so that it will paste it in tabular format, not in a normal text format. Okay, alright, so now I'll just simply go to my Claude, and here I will paste my prompt and press enter. It will perform the task and it will return me the output. So you can see firstly it returns me the formula. So if you are interested in formula, you can read it and you can make the changes or customize as per your need. Okay, also it explains the formula, like what all things we are using here, like substitute and all these things, and also it is providing us the cleaned output. Okay, I think this is not in a tabular format, so this might cause an issue. Let's see. Okay, but we got the correct name out. So sometimes we also need to refine the prompt. That is what prompt engineering, like if it is not working, yeah, it is not working fine. So let me ask, cleaned output should be in code block. Okay, so you have to review your data if it is not as per your expectation, because sometimes it skip any of the rules. So in that case we can make it clear and just ask to do this. So it is now perfect. Just paste it here. Okay, still it is not in the let me check. Yeah, now it is fine. Okay, so we have got the is it fine or not? Let me paste it. No, still it is not fine, although we can copy the data like this, but still it is coming in. Output should be in the code block. Let me copy it again, try again. So we have this data, so let me paste it here. Okay, it is copying this, not this. Yes, no, still it is wrong, right? It contains some extra spaces. That means we are not able to copying it in a right way. So let me do one thing. I'll just use my last line, because this will help us. So this is how like you will redefine output. I'll just write like this: put the output inside a code block so tabs are preserved when copying. So I just repeated my line. Let's see if it works now or not. Table is there, copy it and go and paste it. Yeah, now it is fine. Okay, so you see like how it always review your code, because as a human now it's our responsibility to review the code, and then you can paste it. Okay, if it is working fine, you can paste it. Otherwise you can re-ask the prompt to do the things. Clear? So yeah, that's all for today. See you in the next session. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.